All right. How are you feeling, Luana?
Good.
So excited. You're going to love this. This is going to be so good. Do you have any questions for me before we get started?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good, good. And do you have everything you need to be comfortable? Your water bottle,
Yes.
supportive crystals, all the good stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Do I have permission to muscle test and intuitively know for you?
Yes.
Thank you. And how do you refer to your gup, or how would you like me to refer to your gup?
Goddess.
Beautiful. Okay. And what is your intention for our session? We're going to be doing a power session with you, top 5 gifts. Well, 5 gifts in the area of your choice. So what area do you feel you would like to explore today?
I want to explore what I need to move into or be most aware of. Does that make sense?
Okay. So you want to know which gifts are ready to come into your awareness, huh?
Yes.
All 5 of them. That's kind of brave of you. That's wonderful. So I love that you're doing that, because when there are gifts that come up to be developed or that want to come into your awareness, it's good to know when you're working with your clients that sometimes resistance comes up. And resistance simply means that that they're not really feeling safe to go there. They might feel pressure that, oh, okay, once I know, then I have to do something about it. And I'm already overwhelmed with all of this. And so I don't know if I really want to know it. I want to know it, but do I really? And so I appreciate your courage in choosing into this. Also, something that Ruth Meller often says is that this is information.
Yes.
And then you choose what to do with it.
Yes.
You have choice. Okay. Good. All right. So go ahead and take a deep breath in for me. And release. Wiggle your toes, come fully into your body. Allow yourself to relax into the present moment, getting grounded and centered. And from this space, I invite you to open your crown chakra and invite the goddess to join us. The goddess is going to give you additional information and insight beyond what I share, and create that safety for you and that permission energy. Okay, and while you're in that space of connection, I'm going to be checking on your 5 intuitive gifts that want to come into your awareness at this time. Yeah, and the goddess is going to create that safety and just be there by your side. For the purposes of the demo, I'm going to kind of speak out loud the steps that I'm going through. Okay, so I'm just going to come down and take a look and ask, is it in the People Gifts family? One in the People Gifts family, and muscle testing which one. Writing it down. Okay, is it in the Healing Gifts family? Which one? Any more? No. Okay. Okay. So Battle Gifts family, and which one? Info Gifts, Belief Gifts, Future Gifts, Empath Gifts, Claire, Change, Which ones? Okay. Okay, very good. So we're going to take a look at each of these. The first one is in the People Gifts family, and it is the gift of unpacking. That you have 10 out of 10. This has recently up leveled for you. Okay, so if it had been at a lower number before, it's 10 out of 10 now. And so for your personal information, if you go back and look at the sheet that you did, right, on
Mhm.
unpacking, if it is, it was already at 10 out of 10, then you're probably around 100 out of 100 now, okay?
Okay,
Lean into that. And using it 80%. Using it 80%. So I don't feel like there's a lot that I'm supposed to share with you just yet on that one, okay?
okay.
All right. Are you familiar? Do you remember what we talked about with unpacking and what that means?
So it's resolving. So I have tapping and journaling down here. I feel like it has a lot to do with not taking on my family's problems and their growth, like letting it go, unpacking it, not taking the responsibility of it.
Okay.
That is a huge area for me, pretty heavy, and it's building up again right now. So
Okay.
with my
Yes.
mom. So I try to work on that a lot, and yeah.
Okay. So number one, yes, have boundaries around your family's energy. Okay. And the gift of unpacking is one of the gifts that goes along with disclosure and holding space. So disclosure is where people feel safe enough to share their problems with you. Holding space is where you are able to sit with them and listen and support them without trying to fix them. And unpacking is actually unpacking their baggage and helping them come up with solutions.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
And you get to have boundaries. You don't have to do that with your family's problems. They get to solve their own problems.
Okay.
Okay.
And
You
that's
don't
what,
it doesn't mean that you're not solving everybody's problems. You are helping them to
recognize
discover the
them.
solution.
Okay.
Okay. You're not fixing everybody. You are simply guiding them to come to find the solutions.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And that one just up leveled for you. The next one is healing wholly. 10 out of 10, and you are using it 80%. This one did all of these up level? Is that why they want to come into your awareness? Oh, hello. This is your up leveling.
Yes, I
All
have
5
been
of
up
these
leveling.
Okay, yes. And so these are 5 that are blended and for a specific purpose. And I want to come into your awareness that they have up leveled for you, and that you get to take that information and yeah, we'll discuss how it blends together as we get to the end of it. Okay.
Okay.
Healing wholly, 10 out of 10, 80%, it has up leveled. And so what this means, as we described before, is we talked about healing bodies, healing hearts, healing minds, and healing souls. Healing wholly is the ability to heal all of that all at once, whatever ails you. So it's an instantaneous healing. It's comprehensive, instantaneous healing that you facilitate. It's the goddess who does the healing, right? It's the partnership of your client and their gut that is doing the healing. You are facilitating that healing.
Okay.
Okay. And the goddess will show you what that means for you. It's a very personal thing. It's not like there's one modality that teaches you how to heal wholly. And this is something that the goddess will reveal to you. And that has up leveled. Your warrior has up leveled 10 out of 10, 100%. So very, very strong, and you're using it 100%. And you are a fighter. Your weapon is love. You know what is worth fighting for, your values, your lifestyle, you yourself, your loved ones, your clients. Okay. And the whole process of ascension and healing is worth fighting for.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And so you are doing that, and that has up leveled for you. Your gift of catalyst has up leveled.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for this one, and using it 80%. And I feel like 80% is good. Like you don't have to use that one 100%, and because that is the change. That is initiating change. It is the spark of change. It is getting the ball rolling. And so people who are in your space are going to feel that little poke, poke, poke. Hey, and it's not something you're saying. It's not like you're saying, hey, you need to change this about yourself. What if you did some personal development? What if you did this? No, when they are in your space, they're going to be aware of areas in their life where change needs to happen.
Okay.
And they're not going to be able to be comfortable in that place anymore.
Cool.
I know.
I
And so
love
it's already
that.
happening for you, right? You're already experiencing a lot of change for you right now. And that energy is also going to be poking other people as well. And so that's why I feel like 80% is good. That's really strong and happening a lot. And also it's a little bit like that dimmer switch where it doesn't have to be on
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Thank
that's
you.
beautiful. And going along with that, right, is the gift of momentum, which just up leveled 10 out of 10. And again, that's 80% that you're
That
using.
one really up leveled.
Yes. Yes. So what's beautiful about that, I love it when catalyst and momentum go together.
Mhm.
And they usually do. Either in a partnership where one person has catalyst and the other one has momentum, and they complement each other. Or oftentimes, if you are a coach or an energy healer, you've got both together. And the reason you want that is because you start it with catalyst, and then you pick up speed and continue to break through blocks and continue the momentum until you reach the conclusion.
Right.
And so it can be really
I love
frustrating if
that.
you're starting all the time and never getting the momentum to complete it.
Yeah, I feel like the opportunities have just been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. So now let's take a look at the blend of this and see what it's trying to tell you. So you have unpacking, which is a beautiful gift for coaches to be able to have. You have healing wholly, which is another beautiful gift for energy healing coaches, right? You have that warrior gift, catalyst, and momentum. And so whether you do this as a part of your business or not, I feel like your coaching abilities just up leveled.
yeah, and I'm happy about that. because I definitely plan on doing the intuitive gifts and finding my role in coaching, helping, what,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the important thing here is you have been prepared. You are ready. You have the gifts. They are up leveling. The people who need you are waiting for you in
I have
exactly the right
people
time.
actually reaching out to me right now.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yes, 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 yes. All the opportunities are coming to you. So my invitation to you is to say yes to that, even if you're not 100% sure what the structure is or
right.
what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
just kind of it's what we were talking about with Linda, right? And Eliza, right? Where when you hollow yourself out and just say, okay, source, goddess, use me.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to do with me? All right, we're leading into it. We're going to do it and
Yeah.
allow it to happen. You're supported in that.
Cool.
Okay. And you have the gifts that are supporting you in that.
Cool.
Okay. How does that feel?
Great. It's very it's humbling, but it's also amazing because I have set the intention.
Yeah.
So I love that I'm doing the work and that the universe has my back and that they are there for me, and I see it in every way.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's that faith, right?
And
That
I
we
love
talked about
working with
today.
all you queens. It's so much fun.
I know, right? It is so much fun um to share the experience with people who share your vibration, who are on
Yeah.
that higher level as well. That's absolutely, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I love what you said about it. You feel humble and amazing. Intuitive gifts and using your intuitive gifts, it has that unique combination of being humbling
Yeah.
and empowering at the same
Right.
time. You
Right.
know, that you can be empowered and confident, because we talked a lot about confident. You can be empowered and confident without getting into that ego pride thing going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're in that true download of divine, it is coming through you.
Yeah.
It's coming through you. It isn't that you created it. It's that
Yes.
it's coming through you. So I feel like I have to be a good vessel for that to flow.
Uh-huh. And you're experiencing that. You experienced it with me and gave me what I needed to hear in the moment. So you've got that channeling thing going on. It's beautiful. Good. Okay. Then do you have any final questions for me tonight?
Um,
That went kind of quick because you were just like, yep, yep, yep.
that's how it's been happening. And I journaled real deep this morning, and the what was it that came? Oh, the weapon of love. I can't remember exactly, but the question was, what are you going to use to fight or something? And it was love. I'm going to use love. I'm not going to fight with anything but and I consciously work on that. So the other thing I did have, so I did a little bit, I started to do at the retreat, I started to work with somebody on their gift. And I think what happened with me is she asked for one and I started going further, and you talked about that. And so it's knowing where to stop and when not to say more. And I've watched you and Ruth and so many achieved healers be able to do this. And I can visually watch you as you filter and download and stop yourself. So do you think that just comes with practice?
Yes, and also setting the intention now, right here,
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Recognizing how important it is to maintain a balance of energy and maintain that energetic exchange.
Okay.
And so that's why when I'm sharing intuitive gifts, I already know that I'm not going to share more than one, maybe two.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so it's like I'll share one, and then it's like, okay, but there's another one coming through. Like even as we were doing ours today, 5 gifts, right, is what my intention is. And then also my gut is like, and there's the faith. Okay, so I'm acknowledging that. And then it's like, and there's the channeling. Okay, so I'm acknowledging that. So
Okay.
when it comes
Okay.
up and it's important, then yes, you can add that in. But energetically, you need to maintain those boundaries. It's important for
Okay.
you and your clients. And so set the intention that you're holding that boundary ahead of time.
Okay.
And now you know what to say, right? I would love to go deeper on this with you. I'm getting so much more. Oh, another thing that I say when I'm getting a lot of information like that,
Uh-huh.
is I will let people know, like, oh my gosh, you have so many gifts. They're all like, pick me, pick me, pick me.
I've seen you do that. Yes.
Yes. So I'm acknowledging the information that is coming through. And then I'm still honoring me and the boundary that I'm setting by choosing one.
Saying one has to come forward, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what you usually do, is one of you has to come forward, only one. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. That helps me so much.
Good. Good. Thank you for asking that. And that's great information for everybody, everybody else watching as well, how to maintain those boundaries.
Yeah.
And then if more is coming through, offer them your sessions
Yes.
and let them pay
Yes.
for it.
And that's so exciting. Oh
I
my
know,
God.
it's
Oh my gosh.
I love that. Okay, do you feel that you accomplished your intention for our session today?
Absolutely.
Oh, beautiful. That makes me happy. What was your biggest aha or takeaway today?
I think my biggest aha is the catalyst and the momentum, and that momentum actually almost doubled, literally. So, which I think is really, really great. I'm really excited about it. I feel it happening. And I think so. My aha is wrapped around where my attitude is with it. So, my perspective, I try to keep it at let it come, allow it to develop as it's ready, as you are ready. Just prepare yourself the best you can by taking the steps, right? And then it will come, instead of being in lack for it, instead of saying, but I don't have it, I need it, right? So my biggest aha is wrapped around that, because that catalyst and momentum, I feel like I have absolutely flopped that perception to where I allowed it to come. Does that make sense?
Yes, 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 yes. So much sense. Beautiful insight that, again, I feel like everybody watching can use that to switch from that lack, being in lack, and focusing on what you don't have and just recognizing that you're ready. You have prepared to receive it and it comes. And it comes. Thank you for that. Thank you so, so much. If you would like to leave a testimonial, you can do that in my Ascension Bridge Facebook group. You're welcome to do that. That's really supportive.
I would love to do that. I love working with you, Shelley. It is such a treat.
I love working with you too. Thank you. The other thing, just as we're doing these demos, leaving a testimonial in the group brings awareness to people of like, oh, I want to have that. And not just with me, but like for all of you that are certifying. It helps to create demand for you guys as coaches as well. So that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That is perfect. That gift of momentum kind of sped up our session, and we ended up having just the right amount of time. That's perfect. Thank you so much for showing up in your vulnerability and for being in flow, opening up, allowing yourself to so courageously receive this information. And you're radiant. You are just radiating right now. You're like, I'm so doing this.
I feel great.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. And I'm here to support you in all of that. Okay.
Thank you. You have, for sure.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thanks to everyone else too.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, we have just 4 minutes left. If anybody has any final questions or comments, you are welcome to share. Okay. Sean says, thank you, Luana, such a great session. Angie said, this is such a helpful conversation. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that it was really good for everybody. Lisa said, can you go over the prices of the sessions again? I feel like it's $25 for a power session and $75 for a full session. Does that feel right? Okay, good. April, did you have something that you wanted to share?
Yes. I was, oh wow. I just, as you were starting, I started doodling, and all of a sudden it was like musical science. And as you started talking about like unpacking, it was like there was something about like conducting it. And she talked about like the universe, and like it's like the universe is orchestrating, and she is like the conductor in connecting these things. And I don't know, I just kept feeling like there's something about music, maybe music and sound going on. Because like I was just like doodling, I'm like, wait, that's a treble clef, and here's this musical stuff. And I was like, there's something in like that flow of music and that conducting of it, in that orchestration, like those words were just like coming through, like flow, momentum, like they were all mixing together. I was like, ooh. So I just felt like that was like a cool thing to share. I just could see like things moving, like music, and like being the conductor of like all these pieces coming in, all the gifts playing their part, and like, you know, the conductor goes shh, or the conductor goes, okay, a little more of this, and like when facilitating others, it's that same bring it up, quiet it down, you know, like bring in all the pieces.
Thank you. I love that, because when we talk about flow, the obvious one, the obvious analogy that we often talk about is the river, which is beautiful and wonderful and flowing. And this gives us a different perspective on it, especially with the intuitive gifts and the blending and the different instruments and how they all work together to create that flow. That's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, April. I appreciate it. Okay, Lawana says, thanks everyone. Eliza loved that analogy, April. And Sean uses her drum. She does. She has a powerful, powerful drum that has become a part of her light language. she does light language, and the drum is like, it's married to her voice now that it just supports her and always shows up. And I love that. Luana says, thank you to everyone. Okay, beautiful, you guys. Did anybody else have any comments that they wanted to share?
Do you have next week's assignment or homework?
The homework is to continue what you have started with, continuing to do trades and to work on your certification. And if you have not completed the very first homework assignment and you need some support and help with that, will you please reach out to me for that? Is there anybody who has not completed it?
I was just gonna ask, so the certification, it's 5 sessions on yourself, 5 free sessions or trades with other people in the class, and then 10 paid sessions, 5 of which need to be the full session. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So Celeste, you're welcome to reach out to me. We can have a conversation about that, okay? About completing that first assignment. Rhonda, how are you doing? Have you completed yours?
Completed most of it.
Okay. All right. Reach out to me if you need some support on that, okay? If they're, because when I hear that you've done, like, I don't know how much Celeste has done, but started it. And then if there's some areas where you're kind of like, there might be some resistance there that we can work through. Okay.
I keep thinking they're too high.
I love you. Okay. Can you see everybody laughing right now? That, oh, I love you laugh. There we go. We're laughing, not at you, with you, and go with it, girl. Yeah. How long have you been doing intuitive work?
My entire life.
Okay. It gets to be high.
Okay. Like all of my belief ones, except tongues, came in over 100.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is possible. It is possible.
Yeah. 100 out of 10.
How
Okay.
about if I tell you that your limit for this lifetime is 1 million?
I got a ways to go.
You're fine. You are fine. You get to have gifts at a very high level because your clients need you to show up for them at a very high level. And because your life requires you to show up for yourself at a very high level, these gifts are for you, they're for your clients. You get to have them at a very high level. And you get to develop them further. And it gets to be this fun, exciting, wild ride.
It is a wild ride.
It is. I know. Right, Sean? Sean's gifts have leveled up over and over and over again. Okay. So I can kind of see Sean just laughing because she knows.
I'll just say that where you're saying, we're dealing with 1 out of 10, but I have a lot of gifts that are over 100, over 500. So you're at a starting point when it's 1 out of 10. That's where I started, 1 out of 10. And it's just gone up and up and up from there. And yours will too. Yours will too. This is the time that we're needed. Yours will become so enormous that you'll be so amazed at what you can do.
Thank
I'm
you.
already amazed.
I know, I know, I know, I know. Yes, so I just want to acknowledge that. And also, it's not a hierarchy. Nobody
No.
is ahead, nobody is
No.
behind. If you have an 8 out of 10, if you have a 4 out of 10, no judgment around any of them. If you do not have any gifts above a 10 right now, no problem. No problem. Okay. It gets to be what it wants to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that anybody is more powerful than you. It's just a point in your journey of exploration. You might be new to
Yep.
this, right? It's just coming into your awareness and inviting you to play in that energy intentionally.
Yep.
Okay, Rhonda, did I answer your question, or did you want to reach out to me about anything, or do you want to talk about that? We can take it via messenger, okay? Let me support you. Wonderful. Okay, everybody, thank you again for an amazing class. You are all so incredible. I appreciate your energy and everything that you bring to the class. You really elevate the experience and support me in clarifying what I'm trying to express. So yeah, the class is just so much better because you're here, and I appreciate you, each and every one, tremendously. Have a
Thanks, Shelley.
wonderful- You're so welcome. So welcome. Have a great week,
Yes.
you guys. Thank you, Sean. Love
Thank you,
all.
Shelley.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye.